Welcome to Synagogues of Milwaukee Part 4. In this episode we look at 4 northern suburbs of Milwaukee. They are Mequon, Bayside, Fox Point, and Glendale. Our first stopover is in Mequon. This is, or rather was, Congregation Beth-El Ner Tamid in Mequon. It was affiliated with the conservative movement. In 2012, it merged with Congregation Beth Israel in Glendale, Wisconsin. At the time of the merger, Beth-El Ner Tamid had about 135 member families. At its peak in 1962, it had over 1,000 members. Beth Israel has about 380 member families. And now on to our next synagogue in Mequon. This is Congregation Anshe Leibovitz. It is about 4 or 5 blocks down the same street from where Congregation Beth-El Ner Tamid used to be housed. Calling a synagogue Anshe Leibovitz is like another way of saying Lubavitch. So this synagogue is a Lubavitch Orthodox shul. Saturday morning Shabbat services are usually followed by a non-meat Kiddush luncheon. The spiritual leader is Rabbi Ira Samuel Gruscott. And we'll go another block or so down this same street and come across our third Jewish house of worship. This is the Peltz Center for Jewish Life. It is part of the Lubavitch Chabad movement, which means it is also focused on Jewish outreach. Its other name is also Congregation Agudas Achim Chabad. This building was completed in 2004. Besides an on-campus synagogue, it also has a preschool, the outreach center for senior and youth activities, a library and resource center, and a women's mikvah. Rabbi David Rappaport is associated with this facility. And now on to our next location, Fox Point. This is Congregation Shalom, a Reform temple. Shabbat services are held on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. When there is a bar or bat mitzvah scheduled on a Saturday morning, there may be 2 concurrent services going on. There is also a daily Monday through Thursday 15-minute early evening service. Noah Chertkov is the senior rabbi, and Rachel Kaplan Marks is the assistant rabbi. The congregation was founded in 1951 as the North Shore Temple. It was quickly renamed to Temple Shalom. This building was dedicated in 1954. In 1998, it boasted a religious and Hebrew school population of 500 students. And now let's take a look at the other synagogue in Fox Point. This is the sign for Temple Sinai. It is also a Reform congregation. David B. Cohn is its rabbi. He has been so since 1996. Friday night Shabbat services are held all year long. Saturday morning services have a minyan in the library. Saturday morning sanctuary services are held on special occasions such as bar and bat mitzvah celebrations. There is also a Sunday morning family tefillah during the school year. The congregation was founded in 1955. And now let's turn our attention to the town of Bayside. This location is called the Shul Bayside. It is part of the Lubavitch Chabad organization. I'm not sure if this really is in Bayside or on the outskirts of Milwaukee adjoining Bayside. What it does, regardless, is offer to the local community a strong Orthodox option in practice. It stresses its outreach mentality, which means that it offers a home away from home for all Jews regardless of their practice. Rabbi Avrami Shapiro is its director. Our first location in Glendale is Congregation Anshe Sfard Kehilat Torah. It is an Orthodox synagogue. Founded in 1986, it has now grown to 100 families. There are daily morning and afternoon services, with the difference being that during the winter months, when the sun sets early, there is only an evening Ma'ariv service, but the other months there will also be a combined afternoon Mincha and evening Ma'ariv service. Rabbi Wes Kalmar is the current spiritual leader. Rabbi Nachman Levine is emeritus, having been associated with the congregation for 40 years. The congregation has a practice that on the Kiddush after Saturday morning Shabbat services has an opportunity to speak about why they are sponsoring, as well as talk about a topic of Jewish interest. And now on to our other synagogue. As the sign reads, this is Congregation Beth Israel. It is affiliated with the conservative movement. Besides the usual Friday night and Saturday morning services, there are also weekday services, both morning and evenings, the rest of the week. Rabbi Jacob Herber is the spiritual leader. B'nai Israel is established under this name in 1901. After its merger with the synagogue from Mequon, its new official name is Congregation Beth Israel Ner Tamid. This location was dedicated in the mid-1960s. Before we say goodbye, we point out that there is a listing for a third synagogue in Glendale, but it seems to have moved locations a few times, and we are not sure if it is still in existence. It is called the Milwaukee Synagogue for Russian Jews. It was, or is, an Orthodox Jewish outreach organization. But at this point, we wrap it up and say that there are more synagogues to come. Bye for now, and see you real soon.